Okay, so before we really get started for today, there is a bit of an elephant in the room that I need to address. This particular room, in fact. Apparently, I went about this room in the wrong way, and oh boy did I hear about it in the comments section. It kinda got out of hand and became a bigger problem than it really needed to, if I'm being honest. So much so that the designer himself, Flashman85, apparently felt disheartened watching me struggle with this room and get confused. So, I do want to address this. In the comment, Flashman said that he didn't want his tutorial to be that hand-holdy, which, your mileage may vary as to how you feel about that particular design philosophy when it comes to tutorial. After all, it is supposed to guide you and teach you how to use a weapon or tool. Which, for the most part, I feel like this tutorial does it just fine. Aside from some issues in the previous room where, for whatever reason, I kept somehow just walking right off of RushJet, I still don't know what that one was all about. I didn't really have any problems getting through anything here, except for this particular room. And even then, only this one part of it, this little divot here. So, talking to Eddie here really doesn't help. All he says is, good luck with Rush. He doesn't say good luck with RushJet or Rush Coil, just Rush. So, all you really have to go on is the visual cues here. You have wind physics, a fairly tall wall of death spikes to get over, and the part that stood out to me, a ladder which once you're at the top of it, it feels like RushJet is the obvious solution. But of course, once you place it, the wind starts blowing you backwards off of RushJet. So for some, that would make this seem like a red herring. That maybe all it's supposed to do is teach you, yeah, you can't use RushJet in the wind. For me, though, what it was telling me was that once you place RushJet, if it's in the wind, the further you land toward the front of RushJet, the more time you have on it, and you might have just enough time to get over this gap. Like so. However, that is not the intended solution. Instead, you're supposed to use Rush Coil. But the thing is, the wind physics kept making me think, okay, I have to... using Rush Coil, how would that work? I'd place it, I'd have to constantly be fighting for position with the wind, not move too far forward so that I don't hit the death spikes, but forward enough so that I have enough momentum to still clear the top of the jump. So we'll give it a shot. And yeah, that's still a thing that can happen as well. So yes, you do still clear the jump, but I can't say it feels very comfortable. Any more than my solution did. And here's the thing. Honestly, considering this is a tutorial for both Rush Coil and RushJet, honestly, I think it's kind of interesting that you can learn a lesson for both of them here, and that both of them can be used to get past this obstacle. Personally, I think having multiple solutions that work is interesting, even if it's one that the devs didn't intend. It's kinda like getting through a level of Portal in a way that the devs didn't intend. That you just find a solution that either they didn't think of or just wasn't the one they thought of. Which, personally, I think that's cool. That kinda makes me find this room more interesting now that I think about it more. After all, just because you have a cylindrical block doesn't mean it can't fit in the square hole. Hello, RoahmMythril here once again, getting back to RoahmMythril 3, and today we're officially going to be starting Tier 2. You're new, and you're big. And that's not what I was expecting. Scaredy cat in the hatch. Eep, the tournament had a couple creepy, startling surprises that I wasn't ready for. Then again, everything scares me. Fortunately, it's too dark to see anything scary in here, like whatever it is above me that's growling and drooling. Can I get up there and talk to you? Yes, I can. Mechasaurus. Hotel room sold out fast, so I'm letting spectators sleep in my belly. The spike platforms in there are comfy. Doubt. I'm also a taxi service. Oh, no. I don't lead this spot. I launch people's beds into the sky and hope for the best. As you do. Okay. Tier 2, Scrapyard. Junk. Too much junk, in fact. Please help us. So it looks like there's 17 elements and 18 tokens to be had here. So, let's go for it. Not sure right off if I recognize this music, but it's good. Hi there, Junkman. Welcome to the scrapyard. This whole place has been reused and beautied up for the tournament. Impressive, huh? Well, if you don't think it's beautiful, I don't know what to tell you. Resourcefulness is something to be admired. So, starting things off, we have 165th place, Damp Ruins by Laser Chicken. Love the name. 30.9 out of 100, and this one did have a time penalty. So, let's see. 1 element, 2 chips. Alright, fair enough. Always check left. And we're good. Okay, so I can't jump back up through those, but that lifts me back out. The rotating platforms for... those were from 5 for Game Boy, I think. Uranus' stage? I'm never sure what to make of those particular enemies, but they remind me of this thing I used to have that was like... it was kind of a glass cylinder with plastic caps on both ends, that the inside of it, there was like a little slide in it, and there was this red oil liquid that beat it up and went down the slide in little bubbles. Oh, that's not actually a block, okay. I guess I would count as like one of those executive toys or a kinetic sculpture or something like that. Not quite sure what the proper term would be. But yeah, I like that thing, and that's what those always remind me of. I'm not really sure what they're supposed to be otherwise. Are you anything? Well, that's a fridge. That's a missed jump. Okay, I guess it's just something decorative. Fair enough. Okay, so there's one of the chips. That could be a thing to get. Okay, that wasn't as scary as it looked like it would be. What kind of Joe are you? You don't seem familiar at all to me. You are not in my databanks. Okay, nothing that way. Doesn't look like there's anything down here. Now this thing I know is from Challenger from the future. I've never fully played through that game myself, but I saw Raocow play it, and I remember that thing from it. Is that type of Joe from it too? Oh. Saw the other chip. Okay, so that should be it for the chips, right? Indeed. Okay. So, now we just have to get to the end. Fish! Lots of fish. And a hand. Alright. Fair enough. It is getting rid of the flooring at an alarming rate. Okay, but it does come back. We're safe. I mean, the gate's right there, so I doubt there's anything over there, but never hurts to be thorough. Note from the MagMammal 3 dev team. On submission, the checkpoint for this screen was placed in the wall directly above this sign. Dying to the boss ahead would cause an inescapable soft lock. The checkpoint has been moved to the right of this sign. Thank you, dev team. Oh dear. Shark butt. I'm never quite sure how to feel about this particular boss. Just something about a not final boss having 3 health bars. Okay. Hatch has to be open to do any damage. Fair enough. I seem to remember the first and final phases aren't that bad. I actually have to manually scroll over, okay. But this part... I do seem to remember you don't like Tornado Blow in the source material. Oh yeah. I'd rather not waste the last hit of it if I can avoid it. Was it Laser Trident you don't like? Yeah, that seemed to do some damage. But again, the mouth has to be open. I have to hit the cannon directly. I think the first phase was also weak to Laser Trident in the original. Open wide. And there we go. Perfect fashion! I do love that that's a thing. Neo went all out with this costume. I love it. Even though this isn't a festival, I've led the local Skip Teleporter Awareness Association for 8 years in a row. As such, it is my sworn legal duty to remind you that there is no shame or penalty in skipping unreasonable simulations. Recall that you can exit a simulation at any time if you want to try it out before deciding to skip. Thank you for listening. Why are you warning me about that now? 164th place, Temple of Light and Dark by Elysia Dyrene. 31.2 out of 100. No time penalty on this one. 2 elements and 4 tokens. Really? Okay. And this one has a skip teleporter. That's worrying. And also, this is a press? Okay, I see. Alright, so what's the warning? Oh, we've got 3 warnings here. Oh dear. Yeah, itches, itches, itches. It itches just thinking about trying to find anything in that dark maze. We put copies of the tokens and elements in the room below, where it's bright enough to see them. Ow, this level's got hard-hitting enemies and bosses, a confusing layout, and too much instant death. I'm barely able to pull myself together after all of that. I think I lost a piece, too. Can't find my keys, man. This level is massive. It's more like 2 large levels that wind back into on each other. There's a lot of backtracking, too. Why? To find keys for the key doors. You can probably guess that I gave up on this one immediately. Okay, well, we're gonna give it an earnest shot. So, I'm guessing we could go left or right at the start. And probably there's 2 tokens hidden in the dark areas, 2 in the light would be my guess. And probably 1 element in each as well. Oh, Hi there, Shadow Joe. Oh. Oh! Okay, yeah. We have very hidden enemies in the dark. I didn't even notice anything other than the Joe. But we have a key. I trust nothing. Money. Okay, so no fake walls here. Let's ride our fridge to victory, or immediately fall off of it. We have ridden our fridge to victory, just like we always wanted to. This isn't too bad of a jump to make. They want me out. Well, fine then. Okay. So now my question, is the key for somewhere here in the dark side, or do I need to take the key over here to the light side? There is a door there. Well, they were bound to show up sooner or later. Can I even jump that high? Yes, I can. It doesn't feel great. I wasn't sure where that was going afterwards. Okay, so I am gonna have to go back and get the key every time, I suppose. Just to make sure I'm right on that and the door didn't stay gone. The door did not stay gone. Well, let's explore other areas, see what all we can find. Okay, we have another doorway here. A door behind a door, in fact. Okay, another very dark room. Huh? Okay, well, we know where one of the tokens is at the very least. Unfortunately, we don't have a key with us. Start just getting some of these things out of my way. Okay, fake floors, well that was rude. But honestly, I was going for the treasure, so I was probably asking for it. Okay, so let's at least make sure that we get one of the tokens. We know where it is, how to get to it, and we at least have a fairly easy to get key. Seek and destroy. That, however, is a Met, so we can't do anything about that. At least not with a spark chaser. Knockback! It happens to the best of us. Alright, we have the key. So let's get over here. Never quite feels like I should be in range of that, but we are. Okay. Yeah, I believe it was past this room. Again, I trust nothing. Right, it was the fake wall over there. Yeah, I can't quite reach you, unfortunately. I could probably do it this way. There we go. So there is a slight tell there just due to the tiling. Okay, and that was counted as the second token. Whee! Going back. There, that's my get out of here button. Okay. Can we go this way? Yes, we can. And a text box. Lancer. Hehehe. I sneaked into the stage and made a sign. Signed, Lancer. Fair enough. That is not the magnet beam. Good job, me. Yeah, I can't quite do that. So we know what's down here. There we go. A checkpoint. There's a lot of stuff we definitely left behind back at the start, though. Oh, I see. It's an interesting gimmick, I'll grant you that much. Huh. Sneaky. Anchor? Alright. Fair enough. 3 health bars, really. Necessary. Also faster. You know what? I have them. We're using them. Because I already know this stage is going to be a thing. Because the thing is, I'm at least relatively sure Anchor doesn't really have a weakness other than just using the Buster on him. And that wasn't an ending. Oh. That's at least a checkpoint. That was the first chip? What? I am bewildered. Okay, we're back here. Because this should meet up... Yeah, okay. At least have some idea of where we are now. So I don't think we've ever gone down or to the right here. There's an energy tank there to replace the one we used. That was a bad landing. Because I kind of want to finish exploring the dark side before we go to the light side. Just kind of exhaust all my options in one direction before we worry about the other. I at least don't think there was anywhere else to go that way. Okay, that does go high enough to get me hit with the spikes. I would rather not. This one does not. Okay. How did I know that was not going to be a safe landing? Laser trident in your face. Come to think of it. Good to know. Oh, this does not feel comfortable. Oh, I don't trust that at all. Okay, so there's a path to the light side as well as a drop-off here. They were not kidding, this place is massive. Safe to say, this is going to be a two-stage video. Oh, you went the wrong way. That was enough to take it out. just to check. Wow, okay, so even the infamously hard-to-penetrate hard hats, they must bow to the laser trident. Okay, I mean, those at the very least don't take me high enough to get hit by the spikes. The problem is timing this one. There we go. So we have an actual boss gate, so I would hope this is at least one of the endings. Darkman. 2 health bars. I didn't have much health to work with that time. Also, wow, you do a lot of damage. Alright then. Okay, that's just an instant reflect. You're shielded. Of course you don't like the laser trident. Fair enough. Though why do you have a gate on the other side of you? Is it just that there's 2 ways in here? Yeah, I can't do anything with the gate right now. And can't do anything with it either this way, so I guess there's just 2 ways to get in here. So we at least have half of the collectibles. So, if my theory is correct, everything else we need to find is going to be in the light side. Because we've done nothing to explore there. Just because it's an easy one to get, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the key that's here. Now that we at least know we can take you out from a distance. Because I'll be honest, I honestly forget if the tutorial for Laser Trident showed that you could get rid of Mets with it. It's one of those things that makes sense, but also so many things just bounce right off the Met helmets. Oh, right. The Yoku section. We have to at some point. Which, honestly, if I can get away with magnet beaming through this, I will. Yeah. The plan will work, I just have to remember I can only have 3 magnet beams on screen at a time. course, now I also wonder, because there was that one gate over to the light side that was behind a locked door as well. I'm sure we'll have to explore most of the locked doors at some point. But for now, we have what we're focusing on. Like it or not. Okay, this is just for a chip. And if we get it, we never have to worry about this again. And we got it. And that was number 4. Alright. Fair enough. Okay, so we have an upper path there, and there was some lower path stuff as well. Let's see what's down this way first. I'm currently maxed on E-Tanks. That's not worth it at all. Why was I even considering that? My love of shinies has to have some limit. A lot of crossfire going on here. Don't get caught up in it. Okay, that's a path back to the dark side, but I don't really think I want that. There's a key there. Okay. Just gonna watch this one more time. Pause. Okay, and it's even with the second spike. Yeah. Precision jumps. Just assume at this point I'm going back to get the easier key. Okay, so I got the key again, and before we go too much further, I want to find out what's the deal with that one path to the light area that's behind a gate. Oh, that's rude. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so what's with this? That looks problematic. Well, I mean, it broke my fall. And the thing is, I might want that just to fill back up. Yeah, there we go. I know they're not instant death, but still that sound. I don't appreciate it. I'm not sure I understand this, boss. Right. Well, we're going back through that again. Well then. Okay, so the E-Tank does not respawn. Good to know. I can understand why it doesn't. Okay. So, I mean, these things... they are just a bigger version of that cannon thing from Challenger from the future. At least I only have one to worry about now. But it keeps reflecting my shots. And I'm not really sure why. Yeah, I don't think I get that, boss. Excuse me, what? That is not okay. I do not appreciate these advancements. What the... oh, we have a key. These are advancements in science I don't approve of. Are those actually deadly? No, but they hurt a lot. You don't have a window to come out from. I disagree. Think I'm safe in here? Yeah, I do not like this area. Yeah. I don't know how to feel about this place other than just... no. Really? Okay. So I would assume we need to go that way to get the last chip. Because we got the key for this. Oh, you would. Can I get away with this? Yes, I can. If they're gonna keep pulling ridiculous things like this, I don't feel bad about using tools. Unfortunately, yeah. You can't get back down. Huh. And to think, the skip room NPCs, they were complaining about the dark side. We got through that just fine. Dark is not evil, light is not good. This does not feel good. There. Just needed you out of the way. Now I have to just actually safely get back out of here. Easier said than done. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm going quiet. This is just a very scary place. I ran out of power for the bike. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. I mean, I have weapon tanks. Oh! Well, that's cute. You can even change the names of weapons in the menu. That's probably been on screen and I just didn't actually notice. Dr. Gyonaku, Ice Nezumi, and Usagi Bike. That is cool. Up to this part, I was legitimately thinking, the stage isn't that difficult. Oh. I was wrong. Horribly, terribly wrong. Because this is one of those where Ice Beam could probably block the beams, but to what end? Well, that was a mistake, but at least we got rid of the Mets. Oh. I'm looking at this, but I've also already been recording for a long time. being on one of those blocks over there, it would raise me up high enough to where I'd be in danger of jumping right up into the spikes. Of course, so does that. Just get me out of here. I know we're going for a poker chip, but I'm not willing to gamble for it. But with that, at least, we have all 4 poker chips, so we just have the other exit to find. Hi! I can't even be mad at that. That was just very, very silly. I don't know that we actually need the key anymore, but we'll get it just in case. Oh, that is so rude. I want off Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Because there's just such inconsistency depending on where the beam is coming from. Oh, that doesn't quite get me high up enough. Actually, this would be a good time to use Ice Wall. Just let me out! Sorry, but no. I tire of these shenanigans. Solar Man. Okay. Yeah, it was Water Shield for you in the original source material. It makes sense. And again, there's 2 gates into this room, so there's probably alternate paths to get to them. But I'm good with just the one. So, yeah, there we go. We made it. Okay, and the indicators for getting everything in the stage for this tier seems to be those little power meters to the left and right of the main light on it. Yeah, we'll talk to Dustman later. Obviously, like I said, this is a 2-stage video. This one took a while. They packed a lot into a single stage. Multiple tanky bosses with more health bars than they should have had. A whole lot of locked doors. A whole lot of Yoku blocks and Yoku spikes. Darkness mechanics. This was a packed stage. It was ambitious, I will give it that. But yeah, with that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well. Oh. Yeah, I can see why you were warning me about skip teleport.